gym don't speak to the ladies. The women at the gym don't speak. And then the other day, I apologise, this is gross. The other day, we found a poo. I know, awful. In the ladies' shower. But you know what? Instant bonding. Oh my God, that's disgusting. Awful, dreadful. Let's go for coffee. Yes, let's go for coffee. Christ, things I do to make friends.
Pissed off, guys. I get so annoyed because still in this day and age, if you're a woman booking a flight, you have to tell the airline whether you're married or single or not. You've got to select it from a drop-down list. The answer you give to that question, it tells them everything they need to know. If you put in Mrs., they're like, holy shit, stand to attention, spring into action, clean that fucking plane. We've got a married woman on this flight. If you put in Miss, they're like, she's not that important, but she's probably quite small and thin, so we could fit her in the overhead compartment. But woe betide the woman who puts Ms. in on that fucking form, because she is basically saying, me, I'm a cantankerous old bitch. If I have any male relatives left, I have definitely alienated them all, so you could tie me to the wing and nobody would give a fuck. That's how we are.
I think it's misleading. You know, I think it's misleading about particularly heteronormative porn, heterosexual porn. If you watch a lot of that, you'd think women like it every fucking which way. You know, and I worry. I mean, admittedly, my boys are only 4 at the moment, but at some point they're going to have access to pornography and they're going to be looking at porn and they're going to be looking at with a woman's reaction, thinking she fucking loves it. She loves it. She loves it every which way. Look at her. She fucking loves it in her ear hole. She loves it up her nose. Look at her. She loves it in her eyeball. She's having a great time. 78 pocks in the face. She fucking loves it. Fucking love it!
But when a woman comes on the stage, talks about masturbation and vaginas, everyone gets a little bit awkward. Like this, apparently. Because I'ma say it, I masturbate. Women? Yes, queens. Yes, queens. Damn right. Because I can only love me the way that I love me, and I love myself well. Yeah? Because I wake up, look in the mirror, I'm like, you were the shit last night. Let's get to work. Yes, damn right. Damn right.
I always wanted to be Mary at the Nativity, right? I always wanted to be Mary. And I never got it. The only role I got in the Nativity was the wife of the wise man who brings myrrh. That was my role. But I ran with it and I gave her a full backstory. I gave her a name and everything. She was called Mel W because I was into the Spice Girls. And W stood for wise woman. She had a whole backstory. Her hobbies included skiing, pottery and darts. She was an absolute powerhouse of a woman, absolute powerhouse. Didn't have any lines, just the husbands had lines because it was 1997. And each of them had to step forward and say what they'd brought to the baby Jesus. So the first lad, he stepped forward and he went, I bring you gold. And then the second lad, he stepped forward and he went, I bring you, and he said Frankenstein because he didn't learn his lines. And then, I don't remember this right, because I was really, really young, but my mum and dad showed me it on VHS. And basically, my husband stepped forward to say, I bring you myrrh. And at the last minute, I grabbed it off him and went, we bring you myrrh together. Feminism. It's what the Pankhursts would have wanted. My husband was mortified. The shepherds were like, control your wife, mate.
I think it's hard. Like, I get that everybody has a hard time, but come on, we're 50% of the population. And, like, this is one of the only clubs you could talk about that without people being like, fucking feminism, she fucking hates men. I don't. I bloody love men. I like lots of men, right? I'm a happily married woman to a real man. He's 6'3". He's a proper hetero piece of, he's built like a brick shithouse. More like a bread shithouse. If I'm totally honest. But, like, I love it. I have no problem with men or any of that shit. I think being in love is the most incredible thing that can happen to a human being. I think being in love feels like central heating, doesn't it? Do you know what I mean? You turn it on before guests come over and pretend it's like this all the time.
And sometimes it goes beyond individuals and tips into corporations like Boots, who got in trouble at the end of last year. I don't know if you saw this story. They got in trouble for refusing to lower the price of the morning after pill in case it encouraged women. As if that's how it works, ladies. As if you hear that and go, oh, do you know what I haven't had for ages? Really good prego scare.
middle-aged lesbian and buying a bikini is a fucking nightmare, isn't it? Ladies in the room around my age, you kind of what do you do? I mean, you can't. What do you do? What do you fucking? I mean, you can't do that, can you? You got the old. You can't. And they're all like, is it a bikini or is it dental floss? What am I looking at here? So you got to go for the larger pant, haven't you? You got to go for the larger pant, but sort of down about there, and then you need it up about there, really, isn't it? It's about there. You need a good solid pant to about there, and then about down to there. And then something with pockets, obviously. Every lesbian likes a pocket on whatever we wear. And a bikini is no exception. I want more bikinis with pockets. I'll take even a front entry pocket. I'll just somewhere to pop the keys. That's all you need, isn't it?
I've got kids of my own now. I've got twins. They're 4, right? And they think I'm brilliant. They think I'm amazing, yeah? Because they're 4. And they haven't figured out I'm a complete bell end yet. They're in that first stage of what we understand to be the 3 natural stages of your relationship with your mum. We all know about these, right? Don't we? Let's go through them together. That's the first stage. You're a child and you look at your mum and you think, you're amazing, mum! I adore you. I believe everything that you say because you are my entire world. In fact, you are like a god to me. And then there's next stage, adolescence, yeah? Or your 20s if you're a bit slow. And you find yourself looking at your mum thinking, hang on a second, mum. I'm going to question some of the things that you're saying to me. And then you hit your 30s, or like me, your 40s. You can be a bit more objective, can't you? Take a step back, find yourself looking at your mum thinking, you're fucking mental.
I love the way people dress their kids, their babies, baby girls in particular. It's hilarious. Put a little bow on its head, don't you? So nobody thinks it's an old man. That's what you do.
It's the only reason I do this gig. It's fucking therapy. It's this is cheaper than seeing somebody once a week with big earrings and a pashmina. There's a lot of that in Brighton, isn't there? There's a lot of that. Hi, I'm Amanda Angel, your life coach. How's it going, Amanda Angel? Not very well, I'm deeply in debt. But I thought if I just fucking Tibetan gonged my way through this shit, I could... Anyhow...
No one happier for you to have a kid than your mate with kids. They're like, oh, you do it. Do it. Do it. And you think, it's so lovely to have supportive friends. And then you have your own kids, and then you realise what they're actually saying is, my life is shit. I want your life to be shit. Seismic change, isn't it? No one can prepare you for that, but I would have appreciated a heads up. And what I would appreciate is someone to give me a slight clue about what to expect. This is the kind of conversation I would have appreciated. Someone sit me down and go, Brister, mate, just to let you know it's a bit of a horror show, yeah? You're never going to finish a cup of tea or coffee again. You're going to have a shit with the door open. Your sex life is over. Your social life is dead. And if you want to have an ice cream, you're going to have it behind a bin in the garden. Anyway.